you spend 100 hours in a year, which is 18 minutes a day, all of us, in any discipline,
rocking
karate,
in, we coming
violin, piano, whatever. If you spend 18 minutes a day, which is 100 hours a year, you'll be better than 95% of the world in that discipline.
Yes, sir.
It's just the consistency of whatever you do more than anything.
Let's get it. We live in the epicenter. You already know how we starting it off. Let's get it. And it go.
Well, it's the epicenter, baby, and you know what it
DJ
is.
STERL.
Who they got up on the pod? Gotta watch and see.
That ain't no button, by the way. That's me doing it live every time, man. Put
Every
some respect
time,
on my name, man. Turn me up a little bit, STERL. Turn me up a little bit.
Who that? Want some?
No, man.
Oh, headphones.
TV.
There we go.
What's happening? What's happening? Oh, yeah. I like
You in there?
Chris, man.
Yeah, we in there.
Some nice microphones y'all got here, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening, man? What's happening, man? Welcome back to the epicenter.
Slow it down.
BAECENTRE. Somebody said I was spelling it too fast, so I was like, okay, well,
That's like how you do it, though.
I don't know. People,
know what I'm
man,
saying?
you gotta work with all levels, man.
I get it.
The Epicenter podcast, man. The voice you're hearing right now is none other than Mr. Sir, Your Highness King BRIL.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I'm here today with my dog, the greatest co-host in the world, Mr. Girls Like STERL.
Yeah.
Cups in
Drink
the air.
cups in the air. I'm on Smoothie King today.
Shit.
Nothing alcoholic today. We just chilling. We vibing.
The summertime got you up. You got to detox while you can, man.
I'm telling you. I got to take the daytime detox, nighttime, turn it up. So right now, straight Smoothie King. That's what we on. We doing it like that. We doing it like that today.
Exactly, man. Shout out to my ladies. It's hot. It's summertime, man. Drink Casamigos trying to get their body right, man.
Yeah.
It's already summertime, but you wait till summertime to work on your body. But it's all right, man.
Yeah.
She in the
Gotta make it make sense.
She in an apartment gym complex,
Right,
Trying to
right.
get a body like Sizzle.
Hey, don't do too much.
You
Not
feel
too
me?
much on the
Not
apartment
too
people,
much.
bro. Some of the apartments be nice, bro.
No, they're facts.
My apartment 2 floors. We got a little outside. We can see that. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn,
See the
come to your
views.
apartment complex to work out is.
Not too much on the apartment people.
I'm an apartment person too, nigga.
And I'm with LA Fitness, so I don't feel no way.
Oh, you don't feel no way.
You good all
I'm
the way
cool.
around.
Yeah, man. Speaking of body like Sizzle, man, we got a legend in the
They
building,
trying to get
man.
that body like Scissor.
Like Scissor.
Sit up.
Sam.
We encourage the healthy way, all the way.
Encourage it,
You know
man. We got our guy on, man. Mr. Brother Cousin JxHines,
Yes,
man. What's
sir.
happening, man?
We
What's
in the
happening?
building, man. What's happening?
It's lit,
The
brother.
epicenter, man. What's happening?
It's good to have you, my
I'm
guy.
glad to be here, man. Let's do it.
Yeah. Appreciate you pulling up on us, man. So,
Had to.
should we start with the inception today,
I'm about
man?
to say, where do we start with this one?
Should we start with the inception, man?
Let's do it.
Where you from, man? Where you from, man?
I bet. So originally, I'm born and raised in South Florida. You know what I'm saying? The 772 area. You know what I'm saying? Not too far from West Palm Beach. So like, you know, I got ties all throughout that. And then I migrated to Charlotte. 2010 for school, and you know, shout out my university, Johnson C. Smith University. You know what I'm saying? Proud
HBCUs,
alumni. You feel
man.
me? All my HBCUs. So that's what led me to Charlotte, and it's been home ever since, man. So you know, like Florida raised me. You know, Charlotte made me. That's how I look at it.
That's what's up, man.
So my gratitude.
That's what's up, man. You feel like that HBCU background, does that play a part in your career, like going to college?
Yeah, I think so. At first, if I know what I know now, I would say yes and no, because I think it built the social aspect, you know what I'm saying, of life, and it kind of like gave you another opportunity to find like lifelong friends, like people from different aspects and walks of life. So, you know what I'm saying, in one hub versus like, okay, everybody from the same hood, from the same neighborhood. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think yes for that, but financial side, no, because it's like,
Because
It's a scam, bro.
yeah, bro.
It's a scam. Everybody know I'm with the South
crazy.
Carolina State, but I got a lot of ties at Smith too. We rock with
it.
Smith. I saw you said you was recording your dorm room back in the day.
Man, I used to, and my partner know, I used to take the little closet joints, because I was on the football team. So like, I used to take the little closet joints. Me and my boy Boomer, shout out him. You know what I'm saying? We used to just like make the little makeshift studio joints. So we used to edit on Cool Edit. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day. That sound like a beginner program.
But nah, they still use it for radio. Like that's what they use. Majority of radio use Cool Edit. It's like it's real quick and easy. But you know, that's what we used to like record on, and then it just kind of flourished from there.
What was your major in school? Was you doing anything with recording or music?
Nah,
or?
it was business, bro. I went to
course.
school for business, so I got my degree in business marketing. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
word.
So that's how it came back. That's how it paid dividends.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But
You sound like you knew what you was doing. A lot of
Yeah.
people, I said, of course, because a lot of people was going like, I'm just do business. You know
nah,
what I'm
I
saying?
mean, true, but I just kind of knew like I wanted something like, at first it wasn't business. I think I wanted to do like history or something. Then I found out, like, okay, well, how this gonna help me like in the long run? So I was like, what's something I know I can use in any aspect,
Never
no
gonna
matter
stop.
whatever the occupation is or whatever the level is, you can always do business. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, cool, and I always was good at marketing. And I just so happened to be like on a promotion team, promo team, and that's kind of what helped me kind of just build an aspect of marketing. So like, hell, I was going to school, but I was still interning at the same time, learning like, you know, real guerrilla marketing. You know what I'm saying? So it went hand in hand.
That's what's
You
up.
feel me?
Tell us one way. Tell us what's the last like marketing like program or like idea or like concept that you ran with.
What you mean?
That you said, okay, boom. It's strategic where it's like, okay, boom, I got this song. I know if I present it this way, if I roll it out this way, if we go here instead of here, we focus on this, spend the bread on this, boom, we do this.
Probably recently, just with what I just dropped with the Body Like Scissors, just like, you know.
Yeah, what was the inspiration on that, man?
That was just
I know that Flavor of Love, man. We know
classic.
You
I ain't
feel
seen
me?
that remade.
But if you follow like my work, like I always do like outrageous stuff in my videos. Like when I drop Fireflies, like I put a sandstorm in it. You feel me? Because I'm like, okay, cool. Everybody's singing, everybody's doing music, but everybody don't think like me. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
how am I gonna stand out? So I'm like, cool. I'm gonna do the stuff that people haven't seen or heard in music. I'm gonna say the stuff that people don't normally hear in music and see in music film wise. And plus I grew up in that era where like you had your Missy Elliott's, you had your Busta Rhymes, you had real videos, bro, where you had to like dang, like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of like borrow from that in my mind.
Right.
And it's like this world that I don't know I go to that, you know, allows me to create to that level. But I just try to it was mainly like my marketing was like, this is how I can stand out.
Right.
I can still be me, but if I'm gonna pull a gimmick, it's gonna be in my video. It's gonna be in my music. It's gonna be, that's the only gimmick because it's real tangible. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like do nothing else outside of that because like I'm really here for the art. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I just try to do whatever that makes people like, dang, remember Flavor of Love? Like, who thinks to do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but not taking a typical song like Body Like Scissor and just putting it in a strip club, like,
Right.
you know, but ass, I cuss. I don't know if I cuss. I cuss.
you
Okay,
cuss.
Yeah,
ass all on the, you know, the typical. You feel me? So
Right,
I
right.
wanted to go left field. I want people to respect the craft. You know what I'm saying? So, and we just getting started. But yeah, that's probably the most recent, you know what I'm saying, thing like strategic wise, because it got his attention too. You know what I'm saying? He actually co-signed off on it.
Oh,
And he was,
word.
yeah, you know, Rochelle. He was supposed to be in it, but
Oh, that would've been
it was
fire,
during
too.
Grammy week, so we couldn't really like put, you know, the timing of it. But he shouted it out and he co-signed off on it, so that's hard.
That's a big point. We just gonna jump there. You got a lot of connections, man. I done been up and down your Instagram, not just today, but before.
For sure.
Seen you was at the Rock Nation
Sure.
brunch.
That was an honor.
Time out.
seen-
Let's just pause.
You want to pause it there? We can stop it there.
Let's talk about it. Nobody asked me this year, so it's cool.
Oh, well, amazing.
I don't think y'all actually heard what this nigga just said.
Then you want to drop the... hold on. You
I
wanna-
gotta go crazy with the bomb.
It's a joke. It's a running joke on Twitter. There's niggas who've been famous for 10 years who don't get an invite to the Rock Nation brunch. So it's
Facts.
like, damn, man. How did that? Tell us that whole situation. How they go down?
Basically just timing, man. You know, of course I'm signed to Anthony Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Anthony Hamilton, my music box. You know what I'm saying? But you talking about a guy that, yeah, got to, man. That's OG. So like, but he really believed in me that much, and he knows what I have that like we're excited for y'all to catch on to.
Right.
That he willing to take that type of risk. I don't even call it a risk because I was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I've been on an independent grind for like almost 10, 12 years by myself with my team, and I built my own community. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to arrive in a room a lot earlier than what most probably projected, because you know you need certain world tours, you need this, man. But I say it's all right on time. So you know I planted my flag, and it was an honor though. I'll say that for sure.
So how does it go down? Because we ain't never been. So how does it, like, you get the invite, then you go to where y'all at, and it's just like,
So
They said
it was
the invite in a gold letter.
right, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
No, it definitely comes in the golden ticket for sure. Nah, no cap, bro. Like I see why it's so heavily secured to that manner, because you're talking about billionaires, bro. You're talking about world leaders. You're talking about people that wrote your favorite film You know what I'm saying? Behind your favorite cartoon, behind like just people that you would never like think would be like, oh snap, that's Mark Wahlberg, but he chilling like this or that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, yeah, man, like you had to go to a location to go to another location to get to the top of the hill. And if, you know, but the amount of people that you was just rubbing shoulders with from the time you get dropped off to the time you make it, you know, to that, you know, that event is like crazy. And then when you're in there, it's like, damn. Okay, it's either one or two things. You're gonna insert yourself or you're gonna play the wall. And I just decided to insert myself. You feel me?
How was networking? Because that's like networking in no other room, right? Like how the nerves shaking. Hey, what's up, nigga? Stuttering and shit. Like get yourself together, man.
I just felt like I'm the dude. I feel like they should know who I am. I'm that nice. I'm that fire. I'm coming like that. And the only reason why I can say that is because I know what I have. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I've been doing it for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a braggadocious guy. Like you won't see me like bragging on it. I humbly got it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? So like that was practice all the time. I was being a promoter, like walking the celebrities in, going to get them during CIAA. I've been had connections. You know what I'm saying? I've been had contacts. I've been had relationships. So for real, I think a lot of people were just more surprised about the singing aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So now that they seeing it, that was natural. That was just like hanging with y'all, like chilling with y'all. They no different. You feel me? Just they just have a bigger platform, bigger situation. So you know,
what was the best piece of conversation you had there, or the best tips that you got from somebody? What was the best conversation that you had at the Rock Nation brunch?
The best conversation I had.
You know, a lot of it be
That's
small
a lot of
talk,
pressure, man. That's a lot of pressure.
You know, a lot of the small talk. Like, what's going on, man? You good? Blah, blah, blah. But I know somebody you probably had like a.
It was one person in particular, Elijah. He played in New Edition.
Okay.
Which character? Because that's my movie.
Man, I forgot. Don't get me lying to you because I can't think off the top of my head right now, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. No, Elijah. He's on. I tagged him on my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just don't want to say it incorrectly.
See if I can find him real quick.
We was talking like right before we went up. I think he's like probably one of the few people I had a actual lengthy conversation with.
Elijah Kelly?
Yes.
Got you.
Right. So am I correct? He played in New Edition, correct? Okay, cool. I just wanted to be correct. So we just had a real talk about, he was talking about his acting. He had a new role coming in, not to tell too much. And, and I asked him, I was like, what is that like? You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be bigger than just music. So I was just asking him, like, what is that like to have to take on something else? And he was just he kept it from a real standpoint. He's like, it's like one of the hardest things to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you're really dying of yourself and like having to embody something else and live that. You feel me? And actually carry that over on film and things like that. So outside of him and then Lorianne Gibson, like, just people that, really just cared to have a conversation. Everybody wasn't lengthy, but it was still hey, I'm JxHines, nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what woo. And then having Anthony there to co-sign that made it a lot easier because people know, like, he's never hung his hat on anything.
Right, yeah.
So, number one, that was just a blessing with all, but,
that's what's
at the most, I think he was probably the only person I really, really had an in-depth
with.
Yeah, real in-depth time because everybody was just, all over. So
facts. You touched on something. You said the promoter days got you ready for this time, walking in celebrities.
Facts.
Tell us about that era of your life.
That was when Charlotte was just, Charlotte always had a scene, you know what I'm saying, way before me, but, working with individuals that was our staples in the city, you know what I'm saying, knowing what it was like to, meet the owners, respect the bouncers when the artists come, you know what I'm saying, bringing them in, just building that relationship, as a promoter, like even though, I'm playing it from the side of, putting the flyers on, it didn't matter, you know what I'm saying, it was still an opportunity and a platform to, shake hands and greet people. And then over time, I just stayed consistent, you know what I'm saying, like, and I just think from there, like learning that grassroots happened to, like, I'm talking about where you had to go put flyers on every pole, bro. Like we used to put it on one side of the window, the other side of the window. And it was just like from dorm room to dorm room, like literally, bro, like parking deck. Talking about where a lot of these clubs at, bro, they was parking decks. We was going crazy. But when I look at it now, like, man, if I could do that and help somebody else, I know I could, those same teachings carried over to my work ethic for me, you feel me, in my business. But I tell anybody that's an artist, that's a side of it that I think people forget that you still got to have.
With the grassroots?
Yeah, like just being personable.
Personable.
That's what promoting was. Like I had to go touch people. I had to physically build a relationship with you, like, and convince you to come party with me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that carries over to business. That carries over to career. That carries over to relations. That carries over to everything. You know what I'm saying? So enough for that over time, you kind of figure out what you want for yourself. And I just always knew what I wanted for myself. But without that foundation, I probably would be more naive to a lot more things. You know what I'm saying? So I know how it works. I know the business. I know how I go. So it's just, I'm looking at it from a different standpoint, older now. You know what I'm saying?
So from the promoting, where do we get into people finding out that you can sing, or you like popped out at a, you know what I'm saying? Where was the people finding out? Like, so JxHines is an artist now. That's
where you got to go back to South Florida. Like, so for the ones that know me in South Florida, I come from a family of musicians. You know what I'm saying? My father's a vocalist. I come from that. Like, that's every Sunday. That's real musicianship. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up around some of the best vocalists, like, that y'all never heard of, but they, Sunday morning it's
shut the house down.
Come on, bro, you feel me? So like, but that was always me. But I think for me, my biggest thing was, and I never knew it was gonna end up with me singing per se. But like, my biggest thing was, I'd rather people know me for me first, respect me for me first, and then what I have to offer, you'll always respect it, because it's like, man, I met that person. Forget the music.
Right.
Like, people buy into you, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the blessing in it. So, but that goes back to since a kid, since the womb, bro. So, and I know it's a shock value, because they're like, man, ain't no way that bro singing like that. Because a lot of people they didn't know.
They didn't know. So you was on drums first, you were saying?
That's my childhood, bro. Like, I got drumsticks with with my name engraved in it.
We was over having our little drum talk.
So, but I always knew I could sing. Like, I come from that. Like, my family is like crazy vocalists, man. Like, crazy vocalists. So, I just started recording myself with my partner in college, and he was like, bro, you always remixing stuff in practice. He's like, just try to record. I was like, nah. And I tried it out, and I fell in love with it. And I used to just like every day, just in my room, just between classes, practice, just trying it out.
So you said you came from a family full of vocalists. Right. Was it, what kind of household of vocalists was it? Was it like it's like strict, like hit, nah, do that over again. Or is it like, it's just more of a love, it's a flow,
like real talent, bro. Like, if I say like this, if my dad knew the music industry, bro, we could have been another Jackson 5, bro.
Oh shit.
That's no lies. Like, that is no cap. Like, when I say like to the T, like just natural grassroots, like, just, you can't teach that type of singing, like, you feel me, that type of talent, that type of, you know what I'm saying? So, and my family is very well respected, you know what I'm saying, where we from. So, it's just one of them things where, I hold it high, and why waste it? You know what I'm saying? This my hustle. This my grind. Like, some people play the street, some people play this what's gonna help me make my, my future fortunes to pass down. You know what I'm saying? So why play with it? I had to make that up in my mind. You feel me? Why play with it, bro? Like, don't play with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you get a gift like that, man, my dad always says, God give you a gift, you gonna use it or you gonna take it away.
Yeah.
So, like, now I still try to find ways to get into playing drums, even though I don't do it as much. But like,
I don't do it as much, but
it's
still
always,
in you, though.
It's always in you.
I go to Guitar Center, bro. I do not stop without.
Oh shit! My girl just started going with me to Guitar Center. I be having record this. I be in there sweating. I'm like, should I do this on the rap? I'm going there going crazy.
Sometimes it's needed.
Yeah, it's good. It's good therapy. You know what I'm saying?
I think you posted. What was that you posted? You was outside the Spectrum Center. What were you playing?
I was so me and my homegirl street performed. So she DJs and I play drums. So we put like a track on like Rock With You, Michael Jackson. She'll DJ it and I just play it on the drums. And people just love coming out and seeing and hearing like live music.
But you're creating culture, bro.
Right.
That's what it's about.
It's outside the Charlotte Hornets game, so everybody walking out, they in a good mood if we win. And then you know what I'm saying, we'll be out there like playing like pop music, R&B, Latino music. It's a whole crowd that come out of there.
You just shedding.
Yeah, she just spinning. I'm just shedding over what she play.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a good time.
That's dope.
Good little time out there.
Need more of that. That's dope.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you said so we talking about your childhood and whatnot. When did you get to the point where, I don't know if there was ever a point where like you were little and you said, I am gonna be a singer, this was gonna be, or when did you say, okay, I'm going this direction, this is what it's gonna be?
I I probably when I was like singing to girls on the phone. Like,
and I said, God didn't give me that voice because I would have been doing the same thing. All my voicemails would have been straight singing.
I'm talking about, bro. I used to sneak and do it too, though. That was the funny part. But like, I was like always shy about it because like I let my drumming thing. That was cool. That everybody knew that about me. You know what I'm saying? That everybody knew that about me. But like the singing one, I just used to be very shy about it. People like ask me like, "You sing?" I'm like, but they knew my father is like crazy with it, so they're like, "Ain't no way."
Yeah, you gotta sing.
You know what I'm saying?
Playing, yeah.
So, but I used to just hide it. But if we're afraid, you actually, what was the question again? Because I want to make sure I answer right.
When did you make the decision to go hard into this direction of being a musician as opposed to just having the talent? And
I think that clicked for me, like, cause like I said, I was playing football, and I think around my senior year, I just was like, I did a song with King Carter. You know what I'm saying? We had a song called "Protect and Serve," and was really my introduction to this dude sings like what. And I did the hook, and you know the song got a lot of recognition. And I remember telling my homie, I was like, bro, like if we ever gonna make it, like or do this, like we gotta get outside of the closet studio situation. We gotta like go really start going in, and I think from there, like King Carter used to just always just have me around. You know what I'm saying? And from there, you know what I'm saying, that's how my industry ties with certain things started going on, and I just kept working and started building relationship with the producers. And then before I know it, I think around 2015, you know what I'm saying, I put like my first little, you know, mixtape or little tape out, and people was just like shocked. And from there I was just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go all the way in. But you know, it had its highs and lows, you feel me?
And that's what I was gonna say too. You did, I think you said you've been 10 years sort of independent. How did that go? Because a lot of people like, yo, I'm an artist, and they say that, but like the consistency, even when we talk about podcasting, consistency, that clip I played at the beginning, doing it over and over is what's gonna really set you apart from the people who started and don't finish it, from the people who started, have rough times through it and still finish. I'm pretty sure that 10 years wasn't like all shits and giggles, you know what I'm saying? Like
it was hard, bro. It's not for the weak. Right. It's not for the weak. And it's like more importantly, I never wanted overnight success. Like, you said that when you came in, you said you didn't want an A to Z, or what was go that? To A to Z, like point, like, because some people want that. Like if you ask the majority of people, could they, if they had an option to wake up tomorrow and live how they wanted to always live, most people would take that. You know what I'm saying? Very few people be like, I'm gonna take the stairs. You know what I'm saying? So I just decided to take the stairs, bro. And a lot of it was just me needing self-development. And now I can say that now because I look back on it. Because now people are like, dang, you walking in the rooms with Rock Nation. If you knew the journey before this, you know what I'm saying? If you knew.
That's why you're not surprised by it. Like,
I didn't know it was coming like that. You feel me? But I could have never told myself that. I could have never told anyone that. You feel me? But it's like, earlier me was like, bro, I remember writing to myself in my phone. Like, I still got phone notes of like back in 2013, like sleeping on my partner's couch. Like, and I'm still in a space where I'm growing. You feel me? That's more importantly, I'm not ashamed to say that. You feel me? Like, when that stuff pays off for you, it pays off because any real person in this business know that nothing's guaranteed. You got to work, bro. And I think a lot of people think the magic is in getting signed. No, that's when the work start. You know, so I'm past my 10,000 hours. You feel me? For sure. And I can continue, and I can brag about that, and I can stand on it because the craft and all the other things are actually adding up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when it does finally pay off in a major way, then cool. Like, it's well worth the wait. You feel me? So you got to just be. Like, you gotta be resilient, bro. And I think a lot of people just don't want to take that type of journey because it sounds so far away. You know what I'm saying? But if you know what I know now, bro, I wouldn't change it. Yeah.
But it's like at least you got like you can harmonize, like
I can sort of get.
You can kind of get there. You
can put myself there.
You can hit that little hunt. Nah, I'm playing. I ain't gonna do that. You can fall there. I can't get there. I can't fall all the way.
We back. You already know what it is, man. Back with JxHines. We're gonna do it one time for the one time. Here we go. And it goes.
It's the epicenter, baby, and you
know what it is. I made this shit.
BRIL done done it again.
In a day.
Got up on the pod, gotta watch and see. Pull up,
a house party vibe.
Yeah.
Hey.
And it goes.
Pull up a little drink and put us on your TV.
You know what?
Yes, sir. Well, I want to hear it. Okay. What you got? What you about to say?
Now give me like Living Color, like you know how that shit used to feel in the 90s. That's hard. I rock with
like
that.
you coming into a TV show. That's a bet. That's a bet.
Put us on your TV.
Yeah, put us on your TV. But man, we left off with this right here, and this is obviously one of the big things you spoke about it. He a Charlotte legend. He went to my high school, graduated from there.
That's hard.
Everybody,
Carolina legend, bro.
Carolina, everybody, auntie
I'm
love.
from the 2-5. I felt like he was from where I'm from too. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody love Anthony Hamilton, man. How did y'all connect? What was the beginning pieces of that?
Yeah. So I've been knowing Ant for some years though. Like,
you know,
like
he cool
just
with
in
him.
passing.
Just Ant. Crazy.
I think I first met him. I think Carter introduced us for the first time. Like that's how that was around that time when I was like, he was just taking me under his wings and, you know, stuff like that.
Thanks.
But yeah, that's how me and Ant came into contact. And then over the years, you know, he said he'd been watching me. Excuse me. But he said he's been watching me over years. And we didn't work right away. You know, just kind of, he just was seeing what I was doing. And then, like I said, I just was staying consistent with what I was doing on my end. And then finally, like, after I dropped Fireflies, he reached out and he was just like, yo, I see what you're doing. He was like, you know, I'm interested. But, you know, we didn't really make nothing shake right away. And then like a year or two later, had a couple different situations on the table. And the pandemic hit. And bro, you know, bro was just like, you know, I believe in you, bro. Like, he's like, I'm a fan of your music. Like, because I had dropped Love Stories. And he's like, bro, this is like, you know, this is crazy.
Yeah,
So
how did that feel? Did you feel like, okay, he should be like, yeah, I've been working this way. I hope somebody of his caliber would say that he's a fan of my music, or did it feel like, yo, this nigga just say he fucking with me?
I'm one of the people, I'm very appreciative because, like I said, like, you never know. Like, you can fake a lot of things, bro, but you can't fake reactions. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I tell people all the time, you can fake everything else, but reactions, bro, how somebody really feel when they organically hear something for the first time, that's the most purest answer you'll ever get. And so for him to say that, like, no, I'm really a fan of you, like I'm paying homage to you, like, and not only did he say that, he showed me that. You know, first thing he did was brought me to Jermaine Dupri, like, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know people that just do stuff like that if they don't really believe and see something. And that's what he did. And I got to kick it with them 5-6 days, you know what I'm saying, down in Atlanta. And right around, 2001, we made it official. And here we go.
Because that's
the start of this.
Anthony Hamilton, like you said, he don't hang his hat on a lot of people. He don't have people that he endorsed. So, like, that selectiveness of him to choose, you know, who he chose. Yeah. Shows, you know, a magnitude.
And I'm appreciative because he could have chose anybody in the world. Right,
I'm pretty sure he hear people send him
every
stuff all
day,
the time.
bro. Every day.
He in church, so people like, oh, my little nephew, you know.
It's people that's in the industry, but nah.
For real, that's how it goes.
For real, bro.
My little nephew can blow, man. You need to get with him. You need to get with him. All right.
Nah, for real, he ain't lying. But that should just speak volume, like, to, like, man, I'm like, man, like, I'm really, you know, I can really hang my hat on my truths when it comes to my music, because, you know, everybody feel like they like that, you know, and I can't rob nobody of that right to feel like
their music is like that.
You feel me? But I was trying to stick out in a way, like, and compete with people that, you know, I was used to seeing all the time. Like, that was always my goal, you feel me, since a jet. So for him to, like, really hang his hat on that and not only just, you know, say that, but to actually he's out here with me doing it, you know what I'm saying? That's just a blessing. So I'm learning a lot from him right now. Man, that's hard.
I want to go back a little bit, man. Okay. You said self-development. That was one thing that kind of stuck out to me. And we're in a time where when it comes to, like, music, people don't let artists develop at all. At least that's what the labels say. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying?
You get hot, they put you straight out there.
They put you straight out there.
Or Ice Spice or somebody.
TikTok, like you get hot first before then they come find you and they just dump the budget and you got to work now.
Development process, right?
And you said you've been independent for 10 years, so you've seen a lot of stages of yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you, what was the biggest thing that you feel like you improved upon? Because you said you come from a family of talent, so that singing shit been in you. So what was the thing that kind of flipped the switch that made a difference?
My confidence. Okay. Because I always was skillful. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether people knew me or not, like, that never, like, fazed me, because I already knew who I was before I got here. You know what I'm saying? So I always knew I had that ability. It just was my confidence was like, I think I felt more like, did I have the voice? Did I have the sound? Did I have all the tangibles to compete with a Chris Brown, with a Weeknd, with a Trey, with a whoever, you know what I'm saying? And I think for me, I wanted to be on that level. So I felt like it was a lot of earning of respect that I had to do. So I think that's the stuff that made me be like, all right, I'm gonna just dig deep and see, you know, and be as creative as I could be. And I think through that I found myself, like, you know what I'm saying, I wear what I want to wear, I say what I want to say. Like, I feel comfortable with my skin. I'm not trying to appease anybody. Like, I'm myself, and I think that helps with, you know what I'm saying, the smoothness of just where I'm at and my confidence now, you feel me? I think I used to try to hide it like it was, you know, I didn't want people to know. like for
you
real,
said, you
bro.
didn't want to sing when it came up on you. Like, hey,
bro.
man, you daddy's son. You got to sing.
Every birthday you probably
Like, bro, I get it now. They be like, "Oh, you sing?" Because they'll tell you to sing a lot faster than they tell you to rap. You feel me?
Facts.
Like
That's facts.
Like,
That's
bro,
true.
like it's no way around it. The first thing they're gonna say, "You sing?"
sing some.
Right, you feel me?
That's how it go.
And at first, I used to be like, "Oh man, my voice. Like, I don't know if I can." Even though I always
I ain't
had a
drink
voice.
hot tea today.
Right. I would find excuses for myself, but
Uh-huh.
now I just don't, man. It just, I think the trial and error, like, of just making myself sing. Like, I used to like post clips on Instagram every day, like every other day, just singing random songs, and almost like giving myself anxiety because I'm like, bro, I don't know if people like my voice. Like,
Right.
for real, bro.
Who would you say?
Crazy.
Who is you spoke about? I'm only asking because you said him. You said Chris Brown, Trey. Who's your R&B GOAT?
R&B GOAT overall or just right
Who do-
now?
Who is yours? Who is
Right.
yours?
Michael Jackson, bro.
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Top tier. Like, it was Mike, but I was influenced by a lot of stuff though. Like, I wasn't just one genre. Like, I listened to everything. That's why, like, when you hear my music, you'll never hear one style. Like, I'm never just one way. Like, I listen to a lot of gospel, soul, hip hop, country, rock and roll. Like, I was very cultured when it came to music. You know what I'm saying? That's just the blessing I had growing up around musicians. You know what I'm saying? So, but from that standpoint, you know, Mike, and then, you know, you start getting to like your Ushers, Chris. I borrow from a lot of people, but, you know, I just think me being me and me seeing my life through my own eyes is where my pen differentiate from theirs. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to be them. I'm not trying to chase Michael. I'm not trying to be Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? I only know how to be JxHines. That's who I am. So I'm gonna talk about my truth. So I think when I got to that place in my life, I ain't looked back since. You feel me? So I talk about me.
Yeah, so
I be venting.
I wanted to say, so you said talking about your truth, and one thing that we lack of, I heard you talking about it, I forgot where you were talking about it. You were talking about how people, it's not cool to love no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And how
It's cool to
easy
love
it is
again.
to jump into that, not to say that these people are doing it, but jump into that Giveon lane, or that, not black lane, where it's like a little toxic, you know what I'm saying? A little toxic,
Brent.
little ain't shit.
Or that hip hop
type-
singing Rod Wave.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like Brent, Bryson Tiller,
Right.
type of-
Type shit.
And no discredit to those people are amazing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But I just think what I'm doing is different, bro. It's different, you know. So, and I'm, you know, I don't want to be put in a genre. I'm not going to be able to be put in a genre, and I'm structuring my catalog that way so I can't. So that's how it, you know, for me.
You know what they say? Once you make yourself ungenreable, they put you in a genre. They say you pop. That's like the biggest artists, the ones who have the R&B to the it could be like Drake. Drake does 1,000. Beyonce does a lot of different ones. Chris Brown, he goes, oh yeah, pop.
That's what a bag at for R&B. That's like for anyone that can sing or can create a sound or arrange records. That's where you want to be. That's what a bag at.
Pop song.
Pop song.
That's the arenas. That's the shows. Not saying I'm fiending for fame, because that's not what I'm in it for. I think I'm in it more for the business aspect of it, because I know how lucrative this business is. So, you know, for me, you know, I'm just going to use my voice and my platform and one day become a CEO of my own label and give my own artists an opportunity and give them the real game. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, just pop off other business ventures. So it's deeper than just, you know, stadiums and arenas. Like, I feel like my talent is going to take care of that. You feel me? But how I make people feel is the other aspect of it.
So what was it like? I saw this recently. You opened for Coco Jones. Man, what was that like? Because I'm a fan of Coco. I love her music.
It was dope.
I saw that there and I was like, man, that's big time. That was QC Soundstage.
And Soundstage,
Yeah, that was a soundstage.
So,
Now that was lit. That was really, really lit. Shout out to Coco. She's dope. But, you know, I'm still earning my stripes, bro. So, you know, every day I go out there, those are her fans. So I always look at it like, you know, I'm gonna do whatever I can to, you know, convert somebody. So hopefully I touch somebody.
Right.
And
like church.
but the point of it all is it's an honor to be on any stand, on any platform, any stage. Like I treat the small stage like the big stage. You feel me? Because everybody deserves the same. You feel me? Show. So I kind of got over like, who's this person, that person. I just be more thankful for like the opportunity for people to actually just hear me, bro. So it was dope though, and then I ended up doing Essence right after that. So
yeah, we can talk about that too.
That was crazy. Oh my bad, I might have jumped.
No, you good. That was on the list. Go ahead.
That's great. Right, my bad. Nah, but that led into that.
Was that because of that, or are you just saying like schedule wise, you already had both of those?
It was a lot on the calendar. The Essence came right after the Coco situation, but I think for me, Essence was like the biggest opportunity, to date.
Talk about that a little bit. What's that like? That's one place I want to get to for sure.
So no, it was you gotta go, bro. Like just the culture, the black culture, like our culture, like a lot of it's dope. And I got the opportunity to close out day 2. You know what I'm saying? And that was big for me, like, and shout out, everybody. Ant brought me out, in front of the crowd, and I had my dancers. I had the whole thing. I think that was like the first time people ever got to see me like really perform. So now I'm excited to take that and tour with it and blow it up. So that's what we're doing.
And I wanna ask you something. I don't know if you have a preference, but I heard I think it was on Drink Champs. I think I heard JxHines say he hates being in the studio, but he loves performing. And he said he worked with Tank, and Tank is the opposite. Tank, of course you get a bag performing, but he prefers much rather to live, eat, sleep in the studio. Right. So do you have a preference performing in front of, like a huge crowd, like you said, we working towards arenas and stadiums, right, as opposed to when it might be a more intimate vibe? You're in the studio, you writing down your thoughts, you getting them out, you speaking your truth, you hitting the notes in the studio.
Right. You talking about like for his performance wise?
Yeah, which one do you prefer? Like
I don't really care, bro. Like I'm one of the people like I record my comfortability now is my comfortability. So like I don't care who in the room. Like it could be a situation where we get ready to record and everybody that's in here now is in here. I'm a step regardless. Like that's just because I've arrived to that place in my life. Maybe earlier on I probably would have cared, but I just think there's different dynamics that go into studio singing and recording versus you have to be perfect live, because when you're recording, you're creating it. So you're gonna mess up, you're gonna try this or this melody, you're gonna duplicate, flows. Your voice may not, you know what I'm saying? Your voice do get tired. It's a muscle, you feel me? So it's times where you may not be pitch perfect. You're trying out a different sound that people may not understand right now, but once the song comes full circle and you're performing it and people come to love it, that's how I want to hear you every time. So when you get me live, I don't want to hear nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Because what was heard in my ears, what I processed was perfection. So now I want to hear that every time, because when I hear it like that, it make me feel away, or it take me back to that time when I was going through it. So I just think it's 2 different aspects or 2 different approaches, but I'm comfortable with both.
So when you're in the studio and you're making songs, man, so like who is your go-to where you like, okay, I need to gauge if this is fire or not? Is it your engineer? Is it whoever else is in the studio? Or do you just know, sometimes you tell people that, listen, step back, I know this is gonna be fire? What's your process when you making music?
Not to toot my own horn, bro. I've never written no song you've heard by me. Like I said, I possess something that's, like it's a anointing, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't write physically. So like I literally like, I was gonna ask it's almost like in a rap style, but I've been at a place in my life where like I understand structure when it comes to records. I love wordplay, I love storyline, so I'm always looking to tell my truth through storylines, through relatability, you know what I'm saying? So I write from that vein, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter what it is. I don't come in like, oh well, I heard this song on the radio, let me try to do that. I don't do that. I come in and however I'm feeling that day, that's what I'm recording. So if somebody made me feel away that week, or I just got back from Rome, or I just got back from Phoenix, or I just got back from somewhere, or something inspired me, or I see my partner go through something, or I'm venting about something that I can't get out about, whatever I got going on in my personal life, you feel me? That's my moment to create from scratch, and whatever comes out, comes out. Fireflies, any song you've heard from me, that's the same formula. So that's just my method. And sometimes it's scary because it's like the only people I know that work like that is the greats, you know what I'm saying? And because I'm not known to that aspect yet, it's just kind of like saying it can come off braggadocious, but that's literally how I work. That's literally like, I've never written nothing.
So, talk about, my bad.
No, I was about to say that freestyle you were talking about earlier isn't too far-fetched.
Yeah, right. That's what I want to see it. But I know you work with J Stacks. Talk about that, because your producer obviously plays a big part in that. Does he engineer for you too, or is it he does both?
Yeah, he does everything.
Okay, so talk about working with him, because I've known him from back in the day, but I see y'all do a lot of work, and I know his tags. I hear it on all the songs. Talk about that a little bit.
Now we've been growing together for like, man, I've been knowing Stacks for like almost 8 years plus, bro. So he was actually one of the few people that really just stuck it out with me.
Locked down.
You know what I'm saying? We just arriving to the place where like the sound is, you know, sometimes we feel like we can't do no wrong, but it's still for the people to determine that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, we got a chemistry. It's like people say Kobe and Shaq. You know what I'm saying? And I rock with it. That's my boy. You know, he's honest. He's very detailed. You know what I'm saying? And you need people that's gonna hurt your feelings and tell you that ain't it. And he one of them people. And I respect him for that, because I don't want people around me that's gonna tell me, oh yeah, nah, bro, if it ain't it, say that. If you're not gonna spend your last dollar on it, then what we doing? You know what I'm saying? It ain't enough. So I don't know. We kind of we judge ourselves hard, and we take it that serious because we want to be that great. So he's one of those people. Shout out to Stacks though.
Yeah, I know him a long time.
Like baby out the street.
Right. We play. Where does that come from? What is that? Do you know?
Nah, I think he came up with it. He said he came up with it, I think at a conference or something. But I remember we was
conference.
Something like that.
God, I'll his tag. I'm like, what
that's
what I'm saying?
Like, I'll let him tell it.
Right,
but like we was gonna leave it off of Fireflies, but I was like, nah, bro. I said you gotta add.
I hear some songs is mixed in a little bit different. Like it's not like some of his rap songs is right at the beginning. Like it's like more mixed.
He found that window, kind of like, hey Pierre, you want to come out here?
Right,
like,
find that little spot.
It's like, who baby in the street? But I love it because it's marketable.
Yeah.
And I think it just goes hand in hand with it, and it's slapping, man. Like, so yeah, shout out J Stacks, man.
That's fire.
Big facts. Yes, man, you say marketable, man. I like that marketing brand you got. I know we kind of jumping all over the place.
We good.
So I'm gonna jump right back over to the business a little bit, man. I saw you with somebody who makes rain in this kind of social media world, whether people know it or not. Because they might be caught up on Instagram, TikTok. I seen you with JxHines.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And that's a different relationship for people that don't know. JxHines, the founder, owner.
Shout out to fan base.
A fan base, man. So I want you to talk about that. What are some of the things that you guys discussed? What's the whole purpose of the conversation? What'd you all get from him?
Man, first of all, shout out JxHines. Great person, amazing brother. Fan base is the next big thing. For real. And the fact that you know, I got to pick his brain about what's next and what he's getting ready to do with fan base. So I did a dope interview with him. I'm actually probably gonna go back at some point and do a performance joint. But we spoke briefly, but we had some mutual ties as well. So that kind of helped the relationship even more. Yeah. But I actually look forward to getting back with him just to kind of get more insight on what he's trying to do with fan base. But the fact that I was able to be a part of it early and have their platform, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be able to have access to it and be able to sit down with them and they're interested enough to want to know my story was really, really dope.
That's one thing you said earlier. You said you don't spend a lot of time on social media, but how do you feel about what do you feel about the role that social media plays in artistry nowadays in 2023? Is it 100% necessary? Like a lot of people would think so, but how do you feel about it?
Double-edged sword.
Yes and no. Only because I grew up in an era where, I mean, we ain't had the internet like that. We grew into it, you feel me? But I say in this current time, yes, because that's what everybody's doing. I try to live in real time. You know, I think I hang my hat on knowing people in real life. You feel me? And I try to enjoy my real life as much as possible. So when I'm not doing music stuff, I think the easiest way for me now is just kind of like just moving around, traveling, just
shaking
I want
real hands.
Real life, bro. Real rooms, like real people. Like I could physically, like, yo, this is not just a like, because everybody look like they do no wrong on the internet. Everybody got it. Everybody popping. Everybody next up. Everybody got the hottest song on the way. Like everybody got the latest fashion. Like I get it, but you know, I think for me, I always wanted to be known in real life. Like I want to be able to say, like, yo, like I got people here, there, anywhere in the world, and I could pull up at any time and be good. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
If the internet fell today, guess what?
You still got a lot of connections.
Call whoever, bro. Like,
and then speaking of connections, we talked about your song with Mano. You said that was your first big placement. So one, I want to talk about that. But two, with these artists that you met, who have you had the best vibe with in the studio as far as like creation and recording? 'Cause I know you can record. Some people, they won't be in the studio. You send your verse off, they send it back. Who have you had the best like in studio, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, chemistry with when y'all create music or something like that?
To date,
Yeah, to date.
Land Strip Chip.
Land Strip Chip. I've heard of Land Strip Chip.
Nah, he going crazy. Chip is crazy. Shout out Chip, man. We got like 2 crazy records on the way. But
what made it? You know what I'm saying?
Because he's like me. He's a writer. He's an assassin. Like, Brett Penn is crazy. Like,
okay, so you enjoy that part of the music
because I'm
creation.
a real storyteller. Like, I'm always been into like
poetry guys,
like lyrics. Like, that's why my favorite artist of all time is, like, outside of Michael Jackson, is Andre 3000, bro. Anybody that around me would tell you that. You feel me? Because I really admire lyrics. Like, I like people to say the most absurd things and like, dang, did you hear what he said? Like, you feel me? So that's a really like how my love for a lot of writing. Then Wayne, of course, you know, stuff like that. So like Chip so far, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been in with a lot of people yet just because like I'm on this mission to make JxHines that household name, you know, and respect it from not just the sound of the music, but like the actual penmanship of it, the craftsmanship of it. So I look forward to getting in the room with a lot more people this year and next, you know, in the years to come. But to date, that's been the best one.
And then the Mano placement, you said that was your first big one?
That was my first one because he put on his album.
Yeah, okay. How did that happen?
Trap, shout out DJ Trap.
Trap got a podcast too.
That's my brother, man. Me and Trap been locked in 10 plus. He put it together. Like, it's crazy because he was like, Hines, I need you to go crazy on this hook. And I was like, I got you. And he first heard it, and he didn't like it at first. He ain't gonna tell you that. Wow, Trap ain't like it at first.
He told you to redo it?
Nah, he didn't tell me to redo it, but he just was kind of like, you know, he wasn't. It was new. It was new to him. So you gotta think about the wave that I was putting Mano on. Like I had already had the foundation set. Like, so that vibe was typical. So sometimes you don't know what an artist want. Right. You know, you don't know. You know, that was our first time. So when Mano heard it, instantly he went crazy. He was like, yo, you know, I still got to feel it. I still got the videos of him, like, when he first heard it. Like, he was like, yo, bro, this is hard. Like, and I think once Trap heard that, he was like, nah. And then Mano put his verse on it, and then boom, he put it. He thought of it that much to put it on his album, bro. And I respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. And we gonna, you know, future terms, y'all see that too.
Yeah, that's a hard track.
That's one thing that we don't really get those collabs too often. We get them sometimes, but not often. Whereas now everybody kind of wants to sing their own hooks a little bit. Versus, you know, 15, 20 years ago, it'd be a hard ass rapper. You got 216s, right? And you hear somebody totally different on the hook, man. You know what I'm saying? So
but that's when it was a beautiful thing though, because you was bringing people, you was colliding worlds, man.
Yes, yeah.
You was colliding worlds, and I think you had this person on this record, and you could respect this person because it's like, dang, like. But now,
so
I just think the talent level now is just on a whole nother level where people can do both comfortably or all the stuff comfortably. So it's kind of hard to like narrow it down to that one great thing. Like,
what person am I have on this song?
Right. Because like when it all fails for me, like I know I can sing. You feel me? Most people, you know, some people can rap, some people can make records, some people, you know, can make music. You know, I'm good at music as well. But like at the end of the day, it's just like that one thing is like, okay, cool. I don't gotta make another Body Like Scissor ever again. I can make a million Fireflies because vocally that's who I am. You feel me?
Right.
So, you know, it all depends on the individual. But I just think nowadays, I feel like people can do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think nothing is impossible nowadays almost.
Have you done anything with producing and engineer? You stay in your lane with just saying you dabbled in?
I do it like because I like when I'm not with Stacks, I'm pretty much like I know how it should sound. So I'm a professional, bro. Like I'm when I'm in the studios with people, like I know what I should sound like. I know what my level should be. I know what should be on it. I know how to engineer myself. Like a lot of times if I'm working with somebody new, I'm walking them through the process, and they're like, man, dang. Like one of the first people that actually know what they're talking about. Like I really study my craft. Like, bro, I don't play about this. Like this is, I love this.
I seen an engineer post a TikTok, bro. He was like, of course he wasn't talking about any adept rapper or singer, right? But he was like, he was basically mixing in the studio, mixing some vocals or whatever, and the artist was like, nah, change this, trying to sound like you know what I'm talking about. And then he'll move the mouse around, not change nothing, and then he'll be like, oh, like this, right? And old boy be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And the whole time he ain't do
nothing, man. But so how did you actually learn the tactical part of like playing around engineering the studio? Was that those JCSU days?
Yeah, just kind of trial and error. I was already recording myself, and then I got away from it, moving into like, you know, the studio language of it, you know, working with people that actually do it. And then I just think over time, you watch enough you learn enough, or if you care to watch enough and learn enough, if that's what you want to do, you'll pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And then I just think it got to the point where once I unlocked what I'm supposed to sound like every time, any studio I go in, I'm like, okay, I don't care what engineer I'm working with, as long as you know these core things, I can guide you through the rest. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it helps to learn if you want to learn.
Yeah, some people, I feel like they don't want to. They just in there, just
some people,
they pay their money to the engineer and they get right back out. You know what I'm saying?
They don't care, but I care about every aspect of it, bro.
Right, you putting out a project, you want the visuals, what they see to be good, what they hear,
the sound, the sonics, the message, the whole package, bro. Like I care. You feel me? Just as simple. It's just I care. Detail.
I think that comes across in the music, man. You could tell who's like a. Not to say that there's a huge difference. Some people who might just be hustlers can't make good music, but I feel like you can hear when somebody's like really an artist or a musician, or like they like this shit. When they get in here, they probably spent I don't know how long, whatever is a long time on making this song, the precise details of it. You know what I'm saying? You can hear that comes across in the music.
Yeah, sometimes take time, bro. Sometimes I write something, go away for a while, come back. Yeah, something strikes a new chord. I'm like, oh man, that was the missing piece to that.
Inspire.
What's the longest amount of time frame that it's taking you to do a song? Like you say, hey, maybe you got a hook and you like, damn, I don't know how to finish this.
I mean, that depends. Like at this point in my life, like I can pretty much get stuff done at a quick capacity because I got a workflow already. Okay. So that's nothing for me. But it's certain records I do think you have to just sit with time, because it may be complete in a format standpoint or from beginning to end, but sometimes sitting with stuff for like time, months, you're like, man, I hear something, I can add something to this. Right. Or let me change this word. That one little word took it from gold to platinum. You know what I'm saying? All because you changed that one dynamic of the word. Like it's that detailed, but that's how detailed I am. I don't know if everybody's like that, but that's just where I'm at with my professionalism with it, because that's how much I care. So sometimes I sit with records, you know what I'm saying? Like Fireflies, I didn't put it out till 2 years later. I went everywhere, like testing it out to see if I wasn't tripping, and the way people was like gravitating to it, I was like, nah, this is something, bro. This is something. Like I've never had nobody ask me or beg me for a record ever like this in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I can't ignore that. And then when I did it and I put it out, the visual, people were like, when the visual coming? I was just like, yo, be patient. Because I cared about what that looked like too. So now when you see the whole thing, it's like, man, I can't unsee what I just saw. You know what I'm saying? Right, so I care to that extent.
And I was gonna say the budget in that for the budget in the body like scissor video. When I'm seeing that, I'm like, man, there's some money put behind this. What was that, the crib that they used for Zeus and all that? Like
I think that was
looked like one of them.
You know what I'm saying? It looked
Absolutely.
like
it was in
what's the show I'm thinking about? You know what I'm talking about? The Zeus and Bad Girls, because they all it looked like the same mansion type of thing. Future might have used in one of his videos too.
It could have been. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I seen it in a TV show. I think it was it JxHines Cabaret?
That's what I think it's that one.
Yeah, Jocelyn, Zeus, absolutely.
But I didn't find it out till later. I was like, bro, this house feels
when they did the
familiar.
I know my way around it.
Nah, but it was creepy because I was like, bro, I was like, why does feel like it was already set up for a reality show?
Word.
Not even knowing.
That's fire.
When they did the whole location scouting, that's what that was. So, shout out to Terrence Crawley. He shot.
I was gonna say, talk about that a little bit. The creative process.
Shout out to Terrence, man. T. Crawley down in Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to Desi. They did the choreography. She did. T. Crawley shot the visual. They put the map, but we all collided together from the thought process of what we wanted to see in the video. Because I'm outside of like music, I write my treatments as well.
Really?
You feel me? Yeah. Film is what film. I love every aspect of entertainment, bro. So Fireflies, that was my thoughts combined with my videographers, and we put it together. Like, so my visions, I don't like each one. I'm very personal and hands-on with everything I do. You feel me? So everything y'all about to get ready to see, like it's just gonna be the other levels to that. But we just wanted to do something that just stood out, bro. Yeah. And what better way? So it was a lot of moving parts in it.
Okay. I seen that. I said, man, this is video right here.
As soon as the intro came on to it, I was like, hold on, is this? It's like Flavor of Love. Like, oh no, I'm tripping. Then when I seen the place, I was like, oh yeah, this definitely some Flavor of Love joint.
Right, but that's dope because it's like it connects. You know what I'm saying? And especially when he saw it, he was like, nah, bro.
Was the do-rag real or that was CGI?
Nah, that was the real do-rag.
That was like a 40-foot. You should have been in do-rag. Did you go to do-rag fest?
I did.
Do-rag fest.
I didn't, but shout out to Keela and Nabila. They made that. She made that.
Yeah.
She made that, bro. That was a real jump. I was like, dang, it might be hard. Like, get married, come with a long do-rag.
Word, I ain't seen that one yet.
Yeah, bro.
Tough.
What?
That's tough.
Be on some player. Like, it was super saucy, but it was dope, bro. It was hard.
Nah,
that joint was hard.
That shit was well thought out. This is
Absolutely.
Something different.
I'm gonna jump a little bit. My bad.
No, you good.
All over the place, man. I think we got ADHD. Well, I think I got ADHD a little bit, man.
Combined, we just do that. Yeah.
Nah, it's hard.
So I got 20 on my beat. Fireflies, man. I'm a very. I think I have an addictive personality when it comes to music because shit gets stuck in my head very intensely, bro. So Fireflies. It took me some time to go through the catalog because I'm just like, let me listen to Fireflies one more time.
For sure.
Yeah, but how does I wonder? People always ask rappers about like beat selection and what made you choose this, but I rarely ever hear them ask that to singers. Right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out 20. He's on.
We had 20 on that. We had 20 and Stacks. Yeah, him and Stacks collabed on that. Yeah.
What goes into your mind? How do you choose like the beat? I know you say you come in like with already like with feelings or what you gonna put on the pad or what you gonna actually say in the mic in terms of how you feeling, but the production, how do you make that match up?
9 times out of 10 we create from scratch. So yeah, like a lot of our instrumentation don't start with nothing. Everything just be okay, cool. Start this. Okay, I hear something, and I might start humming something that triggers a melody from this, and this is literally how we build each one of our records. Now, it's certain times where somebody may just send something that's so already, like so crazy, and it's like, nah, I gotta go stupid on that. But that particular track, it came like I think we had finished 2 other ones. It was like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and he played it, and I just started singing Fireflies, and bro was like, Fireflies. I said, bro, watch, because I'm big on relatability, so. I mean, it's symbolic. Okay, what does a firefly do? It lights your way through the dark. You feel me? So I was in a place where I think I was just in that space. I came off a lot of relationship stuff, friendships, business, people, a lot of interchanging things was happening for me, trying to figure out what was next for life. And I think it poured out like that. And I swear I told him, I said, bro, this song gonna change my life. He was like,
you said that about your next album too. So
it's coming, man. But we building towards it because, like, I think right now for me is the exposure. I'm building the exposure. I'm building the awareness. And I think that is more important than just trying to put music out because you still got to have that aspect of it. So it's worth the wait. I'll be patient. But we're gonna keep dropping singles leading up to that. The music.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Got to. We got so many, we ain't even tripping. It's just that like it's timing, number one, and more trying to just be more so strategic. So when we do get ready for the album, like y'all, y'all not disappointed. The Carolinas got something else to hang their hat on. The world do. You feel me?
We back, and I'm gonna introduce something when we get through this.
EPICENTRE, baby, and you know what it is. Girls like STERL and King BRIL and
yes, sir. A little drink and put this on your TV. And it goes, put this on your TV. Yeah.
Man, but let me introduce this, man. This gonna be a first time, man. We got DJ STERL in the building. We got our guy JxHines, man. I don't know what's about to go on. They about to make some magic, man. We about to see what's going on, man.
So look, man, we heard you. You know what I'm saying? You said you get on a vibe whenever the vibe is there, and we just, we in the stew basically. Imagine this as the stew. I'm your engineer. This your producer, and your producer gave you a word. What you feeling on your heart? Is you want to give them something, a topic, man?
What you give you a topic, man? Let's talk about love, man. Niggas are scared of love. They scared of love, man. There's no vulnerability. Sometimes you gotta tell a girl like, listen, man, I need you, man. Come on. The niggas been crying, throwing. No, listen, I'm gonna kill myself. Don't do it. Come on, you gotta make it work, man. Niggas be loving, man. What they be saying in private. Forget the public persona, man. Talk about what's real, man.
And we gonna do it. We gonna do it one of the iconic beats. One of them iconic beats, man. You know this beat, so we gonna do it just like this. We got JxHines on it.
All right, let me see.
JxHines.
Let's see what we can do.
You know how we doing.
We live.
It go.
Love. Okay.
JxHines.
You already know what it is, man. It's Epicenter 101. You know how we do. We got Hines in the studio.
DJ STERL.
What we talking about, man? What we talking about?
She wanna love and to feeling like the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. TLC, baby, outside creeping.
He had to think of the words.
She know what she wanna do. All the time wanna love on you.
Yeah.
I would choose her, but I choose you. You been another one for me.
What we talking about?
Okay. This is the first time I had a girl that look at me on fire.
Keep going.
I'm about to roll it up, baby, get all high. I wanna spend it all night.
It go.
Okay, okay.
Now you go again. JxHines, boy, pay attention. What we talking about?
Big Hines, boy.
Can we get another one? Let me get another beat.
Another beat?
Yeah. Give us something.
Oh.
Cool. Hey, that
was it, though.
Hey, man.
Let me see. That was hard.
We freestyling.
We had to lay that one on Distro Kid. That was straight, man. We got to see what we got.
That was just a little 8.
Uh-oh.
My bad. Hold on. We gonna keep it going.
I don't know if they want me to rap. They want me to sing rap.
Do what you do.
We gonna flow on this one. We can find another one.
I got another one.
Let's find another one. He says love, so this ain't give me love. This gave me fun.
Let's get no. Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go. Can we do that right there?
You dance in the kitchen too.
What we talking about?
Baby, wanna love you, take my time. Spend the night, baby, wine and dine.
Yeah.
Every time when I fly you out,
It go.
forgive me when I give you down. Everybody know the name, but I'm coming. I pick the sheets up and make you feeling coming. Now she wanna run it.
Yeah.
I'm tryna run it. She tell me that, baby, that you wanna be mine. I wanna just take my time.
Let's go.
You know a nigga out on the grind.
It go.
I love it when you whine for me.
Yeah.
It's what I wanna see. Ay, it can be me and you. Better yet, you and me. I don't care who
Let's
you
go.
be, cause I can't wait for you to get
What
home.
we saying?
Ay,
And it go, and it
and
go.
you know I'm not been in a block, girl, not alone. And you know this flow is coming straight off the dome. Ay,
Straight
ay,
up.
Ay, and when we ride, she down the slide.
And
She
it
wanna
go.
ride, cause baby, I've been thinking we can do something about the weekend. How you feeling, baby? Tell me if this kind of
go,
crazy.
and it go.
You kind of one of a kind.
That was the one.
She wanna wine and dine.
And what else?
And damn girl, you so fine.
And it go.
Check the rollie and take my time.
I'm switching it one last time. Since you said you had
man,
something for it.
JxHines, man, DJ STERL.
That was fire. This is the last one. Since you said you had some hot shit for it.
Okay, what's this?
Turn this up. Since you said you had some hot shit for it, you can go off what your track was. You can go off the top.
Hey, good.
So we gotta do this one.
He done turned us to sway in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Epicenter in the afternoon. What we talking about, man? You already know. What we talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, you can go. You know what I'm saying? You already had it.
I gotta think of the words myself.
What do you want to do?
Oh, give us some, STERL.
It's
Give us
DJ
some.
STERL.
Let him warm up. Give us some,
me?
STERL. Yeah, go ahead. Give me some.
Cause it's the epicenter. We do it live. That's all I got. You know, you say that's all I got.
That's all I got. We gonna keep it at two. We gonna keep it at two.
He said we got to charge. We going any further, man. I don't want to do that to the
We just
boys.
want to have a little fun. It's all good. We kicking it.
You know what I'm saying?
See, this is the one I think I wish I could. See how you say how you played with it, Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said I can't even do that. I can't even.
I had to think. I can't go off the top.
I mean, the most part about it, like I know I ain't no rapper, but you know, it's just a fun, it's a vibe.
Right.
We'll keep it at two. We'll keep it light. We ain't gonna give
Keep it like, yeah. Keep it like. Man,
Oh, that was hard though.
it's crazy, man.
We'll say that one for when you drop the track.
Yeah.
When you drop the actual.
Now the song is lit though, but you know, we'll keep it at two.
That's it. That was hard. That's the first time. We appreciate you coming on the spot and doing that straight up. That's the Epicenter first.
JxHines, man. The Epicenter first. That's crazy. Hall of Fame shit.
That's gonna be a hell of a clip. Wait till that come out.
Nah, it's gonna be hard.
What?
That's gonna go crazy. We going viral with that one.
Exactly, man.
Nah, it was lit.
That's hard. I know your engineer, your producer love you, boy. You get it in there, get it done, boy.
Definitely.
Get it done. Even when you ain't got the words to say, sometimes it ain't about the words. It's a melody. You feel me?
that melody first.
You know, it's all good. This is show people like, you know, we can have fun with it and still, you know, make
That's
it
what it's
make
about,
sense
though, bro. If you ain't having fun with the music, what you doing?
What you
know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
I used to play at church, but I tell everybody, that was like one of my only jobs through high school was playing drums. drums at church. It didn't even feel like a job.
Pay the bills.
I get paid to play drums. Shit. And that's my dream now. I want to go on tour. So when you go, let me know. But that's my dream job, being a tour drummer. Bro, I'd be set. I'd be set for like just play drums every day.
The love of it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I might mess around one of my shows,
bro,
and get behind and go crazy.
Because it's like that Prince effect. People don't know that like Prince played, guitar. Prince could play drums. Ray Charles played drums. People don't.
He played drums.
Yeah, it's video clips of him and Stevie Wonder playing drums on YouTube.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? People don't know that. But the artistry, the musicianship, all of that, like being able to, any instrument and just still relate to your audience, man. It's lit. So
just to have fun with it. It's all about fun, man. If you love what you do, bro, like that's what we here to do.
Never
bring that fun aspect back to just what it was, the culture of it all, man. So, I'm having fun with it, and I appreciate y'all for just even having me just, come tell my story and continue to grow it over time and come back and see what it's gonna be too. So
what's up next, man? What you got coming up? We've been talking a little bit about what you've been done and your history and all of that, but what's new? What's coming up? What can we expect from JxHines at this point?
Got you. Right now, man, Body Like Scissor's going crazy. So, y'all keep running it up. We got a lot more surprises coming. I'm getting ready to go on tour with Candace from Housewives, up in Potomac. So shout out her, the City Winery Tour. It kicks off next week on the 23rd in St. Louis.
Oh, shoot.
So I'll be there with that. And man, I'm getting ready to gear up for a takeover. So I'm just being patient and still, working my craft and getting better and find out where I can etch my name at in this history book. You feel me? So
we the calm before the storm right now. That's where we at right now.
Hey,
exactly.
Basically,
we in the epicenter of the storm right now.
Right now, bro, and it's about to really, flourish in front of the world. So, hey man, I'm here. I'm glad that God's using me as a vessel to be able to, use my gift and spread love, bro. So
that's what's up.
It's all love. That's what's next, though.
What was the inspiration with Body Like Scissor, man? Because I feel like that shit hit home. It hit home. For a lot of people in general, you wait till the summertime.
Right, to try to get right.
Listen, we got to get it right. We got to go to the apartment complex. We got to do what we can do. Hit them sit-ups. You know what I mean?
Just lyrically wise, like it's just one of them. It was one of them things. It was just a fun moment. I actually, it's crazy because the day I released it, I actually recorded it physically May 5th, 2021, and then we released it May 5th, 2023, but it wasn't even on purpose, like literally because I was gonna drop it way before I dropped it, and it kept getting pushed back because we had to get some stuff done. And then finally when everything came together, like I was like, man, when did I record this? And it so happened to be the same date. But the inspiration behind that was just one of them times where I just went in the studio. I just wanted to do something fun, and I love SZA. I admire her for what she does. You know what I'm saying? Way before any of it. Like I just always been a fan of who she was, and it's just I felt like it was a dope way to pay homage to somebody, an R&B great. You know what I'm saying? And also, promote it in a way where it's a fun, healthy lifestyle that we trying to do too. Like no matter how, whatever your your ideal of what your body, what you want that to be, you know
body
what I'm
goals, quote unquote.
Yeah, whatever that is, you feel me, you can do it, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what the song embodies. But when you listen to it, it's really a come up, I'm talking about like since I got richer, my plate got bigger, like just what's coming with these new levels I've been unlocking. So it's not just the Body Like Scissor that I want people to focus on, like really like listen to what I'm saying. Like I'm telling you like what it's about to be, what it used to be, and like currently where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? How you get, when you get more money, you get, top tier stuff start coming, certain type women, like, cool, you want that type of body, well, sure, do your sit-offs. You could get it either way. Nah, real talk. Like, it's like, it's not throwing shade. It's just like, cool, boo. Like, however you want to get it, I support it. You know what I'm saying? But I would much prefer you to, do it the right way. Like, let's go.
Make sure y'all check out that video if you haven't already seen it, man.
Please,
that video is crazy. It's gonna take you back in time.
Yeah, we in the epicenter though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, that's clearly, even though you say you speaking that real shit, man. And you Body Like SZA, one premier black woman, doing her thing in R&B, changing the culture, moving the culture. Tell us a little bit about black women, man. Tell us a little bit about black women, man.
You gotta love them. I was born from a black queen, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my sisters, man, and I love them, man. So we need it. They make the world go round, and I'm here for all that.
That's what it is. Facts, big facts, man.
For sure, can't live without them, bro. Like at all. Any woman, you feel me? Any women, period. So we support our women. We love our women. We don't, we respect our women over here. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the main thing I want to showcase. Like when you see my music, you see my videos, I want y'all to see respectable women, you know what I'm saying? Doing their craft, like doing what they love, whether it's dance, whether it's acting, you know what I'm saying? So I try to showcase my women in a dope way, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's something about me too that's just helping me stand out, because I want my music and my videos to float in any room, any aspect, for kids, adults, older, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to keep it at.
That's a good point.
That's beautiful and exemplary too. We need a lot more of that. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need a lot
trailblazing, man.
Until then, JxHines gonna hold it down. He said he got it.
We got it. We gonna do it humbly. We gonna earn it. You feel me? We not gonna take it no give out. We gonna earn it, bro. You feel me? And I think that's something I look forward to proving over time. So right now I'm back having fun with it. I look forward to giving y'all more. I look forward to y'all hearing what's next. You feel me? It's a lot more that's next. It's way bigger than Body Like Scissor. You feel me? And I just think, but the fact that I'm able to give y'all a Fireflies on top of Choosing or On Rewind or anything that you've heard from me, you feel me, and then still give you a record that floats in any vein, like just only showing y'all like what's really coming, you feel me? So I'm having fun with it, man. So
man, you could just tell by the way he talked that he got some fire that ain't dropped yet.
Yeah, right.
He listen to this like, wait till these niggas let me drop this shit, boy.
Because I get it. We live in that generation, bro. Like, until you become that household name, people don't care. So I'm just like, nah, I gotta time this right, bro. The music is bigger than me right now, and that's the only part that frustrates me, because it's bigger than me right now, and I gotta do it a certain way. It has to be done a certain way, and that's just what me and my team is working on effortlessly every night, every day. As the years go on, as the months come about, that's what we working hard to do. So once we build that core base, man, like I'm telling y'all,
it's up, man. I don't know if STERL got another question, but this is my last question, man. It's I asked this a particular guest, man, when I get curious. You seem like a very insightful person, man. Vulnerable, not afraid to talk about the feeling, not afraid to be real. Authentic is a word that comes to mind, man. So I want to ask you about advice, right?
Okay.
If I could put you in front of yourself when you were 10 years old, put you in front of yourself 5 years ago, put you in front of yourself yesterday, what would be the advice that you give each of those versions of yourself? Let's start with you at 10. What would you tell yourself?
What I tell my 10-year-old self? Trust God, bro. I mean, my faith is what's got me through a lot. I tell every version of myself that. Trust God a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to like, come off as a super religious person, but I'm just being honest, bro. Like through those years, and then even yesterday version of myself, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, trust God, because it's not easy. Like 10-year-old me didn't know I was gonna be coming, a superstar. I didn't know that at 10. 10, I was just being a 10-year-old, playing football outside with the fellas. Like, that was my 10-year-old self. So, but still in that, my mother was instilling that same message, trust God no matter what, because she knew I was getting older. So, boom, 5 years ago, same thing, bro. Because I was stressing, wondering if it'll ever be to this point. And I still feel like, man, I got more work to do.
Right.
I ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much people like, we giving you your flowers. I'm like, I'm appreciate it. And I'm making this garden because it's like, I know I still got more work to do. And I'm not ashamed to say that. You feel me? And if I got to tell future me, trust God, bro.
Trust God a little bit more. That's fine,
bro.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's my honest
bomb on that one.
That's really my honest answer, bro.
Well, look, man, we definitely appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate
we always say at the end of the show, you're a friend of the show. Now, anytime you got something coming up, when you come back from tour, you want to come tell us about it. You know what I'm saying? You want to just kick shit with us, drink, do some more freestyles.
Nah, we're going to do all that.
You, your people.
We'll take it back to the lunch days where we used to.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a note by the time you come back. I'm going to have a note when you come back. Just I'm going to go up one octave and I'm going to be like, I've been working on that, dog.
Right. Nah, but that's fun for me because guess what, man? Like, even though people are so serious about music, man, it's cool to be able to just sit it right here beer, put an instrumental on,
and just vibe.
kick
Because that's what you do back in the day. You know, you give it to boys, you smoke something, just everybody start rapping.
Whether you mess up, whether you serious, whether you really a lyricist, man. One thing I profess, I'm not no rap Kendrick Lamar guru. So we ain't even looking for that. For me, it's just fun. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad y'all cared enough, about me and what I'm doing and taking notice of what I do to be able to give me an opportunity to sit here with y'all because y'all platform is growing. I'm gonna speak life to y'all. You feel me? I see this becoming something great, and I commend y'all for doing something different. You feel me? And I look forward to it all coming together full circle at the highest level. So I'm excited for it, and I appreciate y'all.
We'll both be at BET next year.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
It's gonna be bigger than that, and it's gonna be dope seeing people that along the way. Like, dang, they gave me an opportunity at some level. It don't matter how big the platform was because y'all got one more person that I didn't have yesterday.
Facts.
So same.
Likewise,
You feel me? And yeah, we gonna keep kicking the doors down.
That's
for sure.
What it is, man. We gonna clap it up for that. Know the vibes, man. It's been a hell of an episode.
Big one.
Fire. Fire episode, man. Listen, if y'all ain't tapped in, give them the socials. Give them the socials.
So we'll put it somewhere on the screen. It's JxHines on all platforms. That's Twitter, that's Thread, that's Instagram, Facebook. JxHines, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere. Making it cool to love again. Yes, sir.
Already know.
Man, listen, man, this is a fire episode. Super insightful, man.
Yes, sir.
At the beginning, I was getting a little worried, man. Y'all were talking that drum shit. I was like, they about to have one of these instrumentation conversations. I was like, oh shit, man. But nah, man, I appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate the love, man.
Thank you.
Pulling up on us, man. Talking with us, man. STERL, man. We in here, man.
You know how it goes.
What are we doing this episode? We got a freestyle.
Right, it's lit. That was the first.
That was the first. That was the first.
You got the plaque for that.
Yes, sir.
When that video, I'm ready for that.
I'm like,
I want to say skip everybody. Put that clip out tomorrow, nigga.
Right, I'm like Soulja Boy. I did it.
I did it first, right?
No, big facts, man.
Not give me any advice.
You know what I'm saying? Epicenter in the afternoon, man. You know what's going on.
Hey, man, if you listen to this, man, make sure you go swipe up a little bit. You don't got to close the app. Don't close the podcast app. Go to Apple Music. Go to JxHines, download everything. Then listen to everything front to back,
like
man. All of that stuff.
1942, Love Stories. The catalog is deep. It's more than just a single. You feel me? So,
absolutely, man. We got the album on the way, not on the way, on the way, but not on the way.
It's done, but we working on
the
the other stuff around it, and then we gonna present it the right way.
By the time the rest of the catalog digests, you know what I'm saying?
Then we have more for you.
We'll have more for you, man. You gotta take your time. You don't. So
in chunks.
If you listen to this, man, make sure you download the episode, man. And if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe, man. Engagement, likes, comments, all of that stuff, all welcome, man. Make sure you follow my guy on everything. Make sure y'all follow us. You know what I'm saying? Follow us, been growing on the Instagram page. First of all, goddamn.
First of fucking. Y'all be ghostwise. We got 776K. In the last 30, with almost 2,000 followers, they playing with us.
Exactly.
Y'all playing with us, y'all know what's going on. We good. Everything good over here. We ain't even worried about all that. It's good. We got JxHines in the studio.
We got JxHines in here, man.
We turned the studio into a studio today.
Yeah, the lightweight.
You feel me?
One day we gonna come back and go crazy too. We gonna keep doing it.
Sheesh.
We lit.
Hell yeah, man. It's been a wonderful episode, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. DAEPICENTRE, the British way.
The UK way.
A dumb way.
BRIL, man. Yeah. Y'all be blessed, man. We out, man.
That's what it is. We're gonna take it out the way we always do. And it go. Girls like STERL and King BRIL and done it again.
Now who they got up on the podcast?
JxHines.
Pull up a little drink.
DJ STERL. JxHines.
And King BRIL.
And King BRIL.
What we talking about?